G'day battlers, and today we've got a brand new cup at the doorstep for the month of May, the Forest Cup. And just before we get into it, I just want to quickly say thank you for getting us up to 1,000 subscribers. Really appreciate every one of you, and I'll make a video in a few days with a more fleshed out thank you. But for now, it's Forest Cup time. So really quickly, Forest Cup, bring us back to a typing theme of cup. You can use Pokemon that have at least one typing from Fire, Water, Grass, Bug, and Electric. That are also from Gens 2, 3, 4, or 5. So no Gen 1, no Gen past 5, so no Alolans, etc. You can't use Shadow Pokemon, no Tropius, and no Genesect. The Genesect one is basically just because too many people don't have it. They don't have it as an option, kind of paywall sort of situation. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into what the meta looks like. So here's my meta simplified infographic for the Forest Cup. It certainly looks a little less simple than some other months, but that's because there are so many different roles in this cup. So getting straight into it, we'll start with the one that's pretty straightforward, and I shouldn't really say it's a group because it's kind of just a Mantine. It's the Mantine group, party of one. So the reason no one wants to play with Mantine is because he keeps throwing bubble beams at like everyone, reducing their attack constantly, which is incredibly annoying, and as a result, it's just using Aerial Ace as a quick move. It can basically beat out like a fat chunk of the meta. Like you can see how many arrows are coming like out of Mantine there. So Mantine is able to take down the Fires in the top right, the Grasses in the bottom right, Swampert down the bottom, and it's got a back and forth arrow with the Water guys down the bottom right, bottom left, sorry, because while it does beat Azumarill, it does not beat Rainy Castform because Rainy Castform is packing Thunder. And Thunder does not agree with Mantine, and in a similar vein, the Electric's also beating down the Mantine. So basically every team is going to need an Electric of some sort. So yeah, Mantine is also going to be on a lot of teams. Just expect some matches to time out this month by virtue of Bubble Beam existing. So yeah, watch out for that one. And then onto the fire types, which is pretty straightforward. Blaziken and Sunny Castform, while different when it comes to Blaziken having counter as a quick move, they perform very similarly in this cup. They beat up the Grasses, lose to all of the Waters, being Mantine, Swampert, and the Azu Castform combo. And then they actually also still have a back and forth arrow with the Electrics. That's because they beat down Galvantula because of the bug typing, but Ampharos can still take them out. So do with that what you will. Moving on to the grass types, Meganium is still hanging out, hanging around from the Voyager Cup, and is now joined by Ferrothorn. Unfortunately for Ferrothorn, that means it's going to get absolutely melted by the fire types because of its additional steel typing, but you win some, you lose some, I suppose. And as well as losing to the fires, they lose to Mantine, they beat up Swampert, Azu, and Rainy Castform, and then the Electrics are a little bit special in the sense that Ampharos is able to beat Ferrothorn, while Galvantula is able to beat Meganium. So I think that'll be a sort of coverage decision down the line when you're making your team. So Swampert down the bottom there, which PvP now recommends you use Hydro Cannon and Sludge Wave for this cup. It is able to beat up the fires and the electrics, but loses to the other waters, including Mantine and the grasses. Again, pretty straightforward stuff. We've used Swampert plenty of times before. And then those water guys down the bottom left. I almost didn't include Azumarill on this graphic, but so many people have one built up. It's so bulky that I have a feeling we're going to still see a fair number of them, especially coming out of this Voyager Cup where like everyone needed an Azumarill. But it's also the reason that there are back and forth arrows attached to these guys. So while Galvantula is able to beat Azumarill, Ampharos cannot beat Azumarill. So they both beat Rainy Castform, so that's like a 1 in the Azumarill column. And then there's Mantine, who, as mentioned before, can beat Azumarill, but not Rainy Castform. So that's a point in the Rainy Castform column. So again, kind of coverage decisions when you're building your team. Now the other ones are more straightforward. They beat the fire types, lose to the grass types, and then are also able to come out on top against Swampert. And then last group of the infographic, the Electrics. I was going to separate Ampharos and Galvantula, because Galvantula's bug typing is kind of separate-ish to the Ampharos because it's only electric, and that's actually what causes a lot of the differences between the two. You'll see there's like 3 back and forth arrows, but I did decide to just group them together, and so this is what we've got. So we have been through all of the matchups before, so just recapping. Ampharos beats the fire types, but Galvantula doesn't because of the bug typing. They both beat Mantine, Ampharos beats Ferrothorn, while Galvantula beats Meganium, the tit for tat. They both lose to Swampert, Galvantula beats Azumarill, and then they both beat Rainy Castform. So that is it. That is the Forest Cup meta simplified. Kind of breezed right through it. So yeah, with that said, please do subscribe so that you'll be getting all of the Forest Cup content that I'm going to be making over the next month. And like this video if it helped out. And again, thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. The celebration video will be coming a little bit down the line. And yeah, so thank you to my patrons, Militime9458, brajSF, NegativeBen10 and NotRandyN3wman for supporting the channel. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. See you in the next video, whether it's like Voyager Cup or Forest Cup. We'll just have to wait and see. Probably Forest Cup battles, I imagine. But yeah. See you there.